The fight over dams versus wild salmon on the Snake and Columbia rivers has sparked controversy and arguments for decades. 20 years ago, environmentalists and others, including the state of Oregon, sued the federal government for not doing more to protect the salmon from the dams. The lawsuit is still active. Advocates like Brett Vandenheuvel from the Columbia Riverkeeper are still not satisfied.
The salmon are struggling. The dams on the Columbia and Snake Rivers are making the water too hot for salmon to survive. It's been a long-running problem, and we need real solutions to prevent salmon from going extinct.
On the other side, branches of the federal government charged with operating the dams, and industry associations like the Public Power Council, which represents 100 power companies across 4 states that serve as many as 6 million customers.
When we heard from the state of Oregon and other plaintiffs about what they wanted to do to change the river operations, we were flabbergasted, frankly, because it would have been such a draconian change to the operations of the river. We'd talk about serious reliability concerns, meaning serious concerns about keeping the lights on.
One of the big strategies for helping wild salmon is releasing lots of water from the dams to help flush young salmon out to sea. But that water bypasses the turbines that make electricity. It's good for the fish, not good for power. Oregon got nearly half of all its electricity from the federal dam system in 2019. This week, both sides agreed to pause that long-running lawsuit. They agreed how much water will be spilled to help salmon over just the next year, and they agreed to talk about what should happen after that. It apparently all happened at least in part because members of President Biden's cabinet are paying attention.
For the very first time, we're seeing cabinet-level officials at the federal government making commitments to restore salmon and take a hard look at breaching the Snake River dams.
Well, they didn't exactly say that. In a press release, the Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm, seemed to support the dams, stating, "Hydroelectric power plays an incredible role in integrating renewable resources and providing carbon-free power." And Secretary of the Interior, Deb Haaland, seemed to support the salmon, stating, "While it is important to balance the region's economy and power generation, it's also time to improve conditions for tribes that have relied on these important species since time immemorial." But at least they know there's an issue. Also, Washington Governor Jay Inslee and Senator Patty Murray announced they're starting a 9-month study to see if there's a reasonable way to replace the benefits of those lower Snake River dams if they are torn down. In Northeast Portland, Pat Doris, KGW News.